In this video, we're going to look at how to answer a 9-mark question in the AQA GCSE Geography spec. The question we're going to focus on is transnational corporations, so TNCs, only bring advantages to the host country. Do you agree with this statement? So to answer this question, we're going to do it in 3 paragraphs. Paragraph 1 will be about the advantages of TNCs. The second will be about the disadvantages of having them in a host country, and then the third will be the conclusion where we'll be answering the question. So paragraph 1. One advantage of TNCs is that they increase the employment rate. This is because as a multinational enters into a developing country, it can provide job opportunities to local workers. For example, Nike set up factories in Indonesia due to having huge availability of low-cost labour. This has led to an increase in the number of Indonesian families being employed and paying taxes, which also benefits the government. As a result of setting up factories in rural towns and in far-off poorer regions, they have helped to rescue thousands of families from poverty. This has also resulted in the replacement of seasonal work with year-round jobs, therefore ensuring people have more regular source of income. In paragraph 2 now, we're going to look at the disadvantages of having TNCs. So on the other hand, there are disadvantages that are associated with TNCs, as they often get accused of exploiting cheap labour. This is because TNCs move production to third world countries in order to take advantage of paying low wages. Nike have come under criticism for this approach, as some of the working conditions in their factories have been labelled sweatshops, which are made up of poor labour practices. As a result of having a low-paid workforce, this can lead to a reduction of the overall cost of production, therefore enabling a firm to generate higher profits over time. Paragraph 3, the conclusion. To conclude, I do not agree with the statement that TNCs can only bring advantages to a country. My most important reason is that there are a lot of problems that they can bring too. For example, on top of exploiting cheap labour, a TNC can just as easily leave the host country, which would stop the development of further technology and capital injections. In the short term, this could cause an economic recession, as most of the local workers would have lost their source of income and therefore have no means to spend money. In the long term, developing countries have to deal with the damage caused to the environment, which can affect the health of its people as well. An example of this is when Nike were accused of dumping and burning the leftover rubber in the streets of Indonesia, which meant that the locals suffered from the fumes and pollution in the air.